Hello? Is this thing on? That is a Pierre Dubois for Patrik Laine trade, baby. I'm pumped. I am pumped. Patrik Laine is headed to the Columbus Blue Jackets. PLD wanted out. I wish the man nothing but the best of luck over in Winnipeg, but whatever, you go out there and slack off a shift, you get benched. Clearly wants out. Blue Jackets make something happen. Patrik Laine looking for a change of scenery as well over there in Winnipeg. Both these guys getting it. And I can't believe this actually ended up happening for these Blue Jackets, knowing PLD had to be gone. He wanted traded. I guess that's where, these two teams came together here. Winnipeg kind of felt the same way with Laine. Laine needed to be traded, and they weren't going to be able to afford him anyway at the end of the day with all these other guys they have in their contract, especially if they want to play, sign some guys from a defensive standpoint and try to build around that as well there. So he was a guy that needed to be walked out the door. For that reason, it became a perfect fit here for Winnipeg and Columbus to make this trade, and it's a big one. This is a guy that is a pure goal scorer, and Patrik Laine going to Columbus, like the team that just desperately needs goal scoring support. Not sure how Patrik Laine is going to fit in with, different players compared to how he plays with Winnipeg. But this is a guy that's done an exceptional job in that department. Pierre Dubois is going to go over to, again, Winnipeg, help those guys out. Center depth there. Again, a pretty well-rounded player. Nowhere close to the goal scorer that Patrik Laine is here. Honestly, I think you look at it 1-for-1 there, and I'm going to take that every day of the week. Again, we'll see what happens with the Blue Jackets centering situation now. Roslovic could, squeak in there for him a bit and hopefully give them top 6 center. You consider Domi, you consider Roslovic, you throw those guys in there, see how that turns out. I almost look at this trade and say the Roslovic for the third, you almost squeak in there as well. Blue Jackets signed him. I'm surprised it was such a struggle. Was Winnipeg that pressed against the cap? I think they said $2 million for 2 years or something for Roslovic. So I was kind of surprised to see them $2 million per year, I should say. Surprised that they didn't make that trade work quicker in Winnipeg, if that's really all they wanted there. I'll take the chance on the youngster right there, the 23-year-old for Columbus here. Again, he's got the potential to be, middle top 6 guy, even if it's a bottom 6. Players are players here. Blue Jackets can use that extra depth. But Patrik Laine, the big addition there. Like to see how Winnipeg's feeling about this one. I don't think they're going to take that trade. Nah, trade's rejected. We're going to have to manually send this bad boy. But here we are looking at these Blue Jacket lines. I think we're going to put Roslovic right up over there. We're going to put Yorkstrand here. I think you put a line such maybe like that. Or maybe even try Roslovic second line. I think it's important though. Patrik Laine wanted to be put into a position to succeed over there in Winnipeg. He doesn't want to get paid. I think Columbus will pay this sign. Or he will pay this man, but he has got to play with Max Domi. I think that's the answer here. Give him his best chance to succeed over here in Columbus, put up the goals. We're going to put him with Domi. As far as the rest of the lineup's concerned, Torch changes the lineup about as often as a streetlight changes color. So, it's pretty up in the air to see where we go from there. But we'll see what they can do. Again, it's going to be a big addition to a team that desperately needed some offensive firepower. They're going to get it there in Patrik Laine. And you look at Winnipeg, Scheifele and now Dubois up the middle, a really solid team as well. They're going to, so Stastny on the wing, they're saying EA. We'll see if that's the direction they go in Winnipeg or if they move him down to that third line. But again, a loaded top 3 there on that first line for Winnipeg. Now putting up another solid piece down the middle in PLD. Center's a tough position to come by. I know you get I feel like there's going to be a lot of mixed reviews on this trade saying, wow, the Blue Jackets did really well in that one. And other people might be saying, well, Patrik Laine, he might not, do as well in this Columbus Blue Jackets system. You'll have to see. But when it comes to a center, we see it so many times in this league where you see a center, you look at it and you say, wow, he got paid a lot. But that is, even for somebody that's maybe an average or a solid, but he got paid good money there. That's just how she rolls, though. It's important to get those centers, those guys down the middle, winning the faceoffs, playing defense, and having some offensive ability there. It's a big deal in the game, especially again when possession's so important and everything else. So I can always see why they pay a little bit more for the center. And again, it's just a perfect fit here, I think, for these two teams. Being that Winnipeg was a team looking to move Laine, and Columbus now obviously needing to move Dubois. Dubois is probably going to be a guy under a cheaper contract, somebody Winnipeg can potentially make room for and retain over the years, as opposed to Patrik Laine, who. Make no mistake about it. This guy scores 35, 40 goals a season. He's going to be making 8, 9, 10 million a year. And it's probably out of Winnipeg's budget if they want to, again, try to save some cap space for the, the defensive side of things here. Blue Jackets, though, even with the addition of Patrik Laine, they're not being loved too much by EA in this one. Still a 500 club. a sim engine, completely different than real life. I think this guy can be an absolute game changer for the Blue Jackets, not just this year, but years down the road if he wants to stay here. Again, this team's been so built from a defensive standpoint, and to just be out there and actually get somebody to come over. Now the question is, can they retain him? Again, treat this man, just put him on a pedestal. Just put him on a pedestal, give him a little crown, just, rub his feet every once in a while if you have to, a little back rub, whatever. Do whatever you have to do to keep this man in Columbus, please. Desperately need the goal scoring. Might want to be the best goal scorers Columbus has seen in, a long time. But Patrik Laine is still young. Look at that, 39 goals, baby. Oh, yeah, sign me up. Twice on Tuesday. That is the playoff stats there. Patrick Kane, the Blackhawks, again, they sim up like goddesses in this game. Laine, though, 71 points. That's what you want. 39 goals. That's almost double the Blue Jackets' leading goal scorer the year before. Up there is Cam Atkinson as well. Domi, I think that's good. I really feel like that's a good combination. Domi and Laine, if they can make that work, I think that's a magic combination right there. I want to see it happen. We'll see if they do it. Over there in win. Actually, hang on a second. How did Roslovic do? Show some respect. 9 by 33, 42 points. That's actually a really good season. I'll take that. But we'll see how Winnipeg turned out this season with PLD. He was 5th best, 49 points. I don't know. I think that might be about right. 49 to... I look at Dubois as, 50 to 60 point scorer type of guy, which ain't bad. Again, he's a power forward. He can do more things than just put points up on the board for you as a centerman there. We'll look at the standings real quickly. Again, Blue Jackets not making playoffs. 83 points. That was a weak conference or division. Yeah, conference would be the answer there. 88 by 89. Blue Jackets missing, though, by 5 points. Over there in the Central, Winnipeg missed as well. Nobody won this trade, I guess. Ain't nobody making playoffs. Nah, it's a long play. Both teams, long play here. That's why the injury line here right now, not a concern for the Blue Jackets. You're looking at the long-term, building around this guy. Same with the Jets here with Pierre Dubois. So hopefully this trade works out for both teams here. Love to hear you guys' thoughts. As always, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.